Hello dear student, good morning. Welcome to today's science class. And in today's class we will learn your chapter number 2, which is Adaptation in plants. Okay, and this chapter will come in 2 parts, and in today's part we will learn up to aquatic plants and their characteristics. Okay, now in today's part we will discuss the type of plants and the types of aquatic plants and terrestrial plants and about their characteristics. Okay, now so as you all know, plants can be divided mainly in 2 types. One is aquatic plants and the other one is terrestrial plants. Okay, plants bilakok ami mainly দুটা ভাগত ভাগ কৰিব পাৰো. প্ৰথমটো হৈছে aquatic plants আৰু দ্বিতীয়টো হৈছে terrestrial plants. Aquatic plants মানে কি, those plants which grows in water. Okay, and terrestrial plant means those plants which grows in the surface of land. So aquatic plants hoise jibilak plants panit goje, and terrestrial plants mane hoise jibilak plants matit goje. Okay, simple. Now we will discuss about aquatic plants. So what are aquatic plants? The plants that grows in water are called aquatic plants. Okay, jibilak plants panit goje ba panit বৃদ্ধি হয় হেবিলাক plants of কি বুলি কয়, aquatic plants বুলি কয়. ঠিক আছে, so now there are 3 types of aquatic plants are there. One is free floating plants, number 2 is underwater plants, and number 3 is fixed plants. Okay, and we will elaborately discuss about each types of aquatic plants in the upcoming slides of this video. Okay, now let's see some examples of free floating plants. So number 1 is duckweed. যেটো আমি অসমীয়াত বৰপুনি বুলি কওঁ. তোমালোকে তোমালোকৰ ঘৰৰ কাষত থকা বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ পুখুৰীত দেখিবলৈ পাইছে চাগে, ইয়াক বৰপুনি বুলি কওঁ. ঠিক আছে, নাম্বাৰ 2 ইজ water hyacinth. water hyacinthক আমি অসমীয়াত মেটেকা বুলি কওঁ, সকলোৱে দেখিছা. And number 3 is water lettuce. তোমালোকে সকলোৱে দেখিছা water lettuce. Now you can see in the diagram how these plants look like. Okay, now let's learn about the characteristics of free floating plants. Okay, so number 1 is their roots are not attached to the soil. Okay, they are very light and spongy and floats on the surface of water. So why these plants are called free floating plants? Because their roots are not attached to the soil and the floats on the surface of water. Ihotor roots bilak matit attached হৈ নাথাকে আৰু ইহত water surface ত উপঙি থাকে. ঠিক আছে, that's why these plants are called free floating plants. Okay, these plants use sunlight and carbon dioxide from the air to make food. These plants can make their food on their own. Okay, and in order to make the foods they use sunlight and carbon dioxide from the air. Also they protect small water animals from hot sun. তোমালোকে দেখিবলৈ পাইছা তোমালোকৰ ঘৰৰ ওচৰত যিবিলাক পুখুৰী আছে বা যিবিলাক পুখুৰীত ডাকউইড বা water hyacinth বা water lettuce আছে, তাত কি দেখিবলৈ পাইছা, ডাকউইড বা water hyacinth গোটেই পুখুৰীটো আৱৰি পেলায়. ঠিক আছে, আৰু সিহঁতে কি কৰে, পানীৰ তলত থকা যিবিলাক aquatic animals আছে, মাছ হওক বা অন্য বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ aquatic animals যিবিলাক আছে, সেইবিলাকক সিহঁতে ছানৰ পৰা প্ৰটেক্ট কৰি ৰাখে বা গৰমৰ পৰা প্ৰটেক্ট কৰি ৰাখে বুলি ক'ব পাৰা. ঠিক আছে, so this is all about free floating plants. Okay, now let's see some example of underwater plants. So two of the examples are pondweed and tape grass. Okay, so the underwater plants are entirely under the water surface. Okay, you can see in the diagram, this is pondweed and this is tape grass, and these plants are entirely under the surface of water. Okay, let's learn about their characteristics. So these plants that grow under the surface of water, this এইবিলাক plants কি হয় completely water surface তলত থাকে বা water surface তলত সিহঁতে grow কৰে, ঠিক আছে। Their roots are fixed to the soil. Unlike the free floating plants, their roots are fixed to the soil. Their long ribbon like narrow leaves do not have stomata at all. You can see in the diagram that their leaves are long and narrow and also ribbon like. Okay, as these leaves are entirely under the surface of water, they do not have stomata at all. Okay, and these plants take carbon dioxide through their body surface and cleans the water by removing the carbon dioxide breathed out by the aquatic animals. Okay, these plants can also make their own food. So in order to make their own food, they accept the carbon dioxide through their body surface and cleans the water by removing the carbon dioxide, obviously breathed out by the aquatic animals. That's why, for this reason, these plants are also used in aquariums in order to clean the water of that aquarium. Okay, now let's see some example of the third type of aquatic plants, which is fixed plants, lotus and water lily. I hope lotus and water lily তোমালোকে সকলে দেখিছা. So these are the examples of fixed plants. Okay, so what are their characteristics? These plants have their roots fixed to the bottom of the pond. ইহঁতৰ roots বিলাক কি হয় পুখুৰীটোৰ একদম তললৈকে থাকে বা সিহঁতৰ roots বিলাকে মাটিত খামুচ মাৰি ধৰি ৰাখে, ঠিক আছে, সিহঁত পানীত উপঙি নাথাকে। Unlike the underwater plants and free floating plants, these plants have large leaves and flower on the water surface. Okay, and their long and hollow stem supports the large leaves and flowers on the water surface. Okay, as the leaves is on the water surface, they have stomata. Okay, and they have stomata in the upper surface of the leaves. So they have stomata on the upper side of the leaves so that the water cannot block the pores. Okay, so I hope তোমালোকে সকলোৱে aquatic plants or various types and their characteristics or কথা বুজি পাইছা, and in the next video we will discuss about terrestrial plants and their types and also about their characteristics. Okay, so this was today's class. Thank you for bearing with me.